Hi, I'm Chad Whitehead, a catcher on the baseball team, and you are watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and on the show today we're going to be talking to Chancellor Kyle Carter, and on the second half of the show we're going to watch a student intern project by Lizzie Bundy on women's golfer Shauna Waller. But first, here's my interview with Chancellor Kyle Carter. Chancellor Carter, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
You're in your third year at UNCP. Can you talk about some things that you've accomplished during your time here and what you're most proud of?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it takes a lot of people to accomplish anything, as you know, in athletics. But I think we're real proud of what we've established in changing some of the expectations of both the faculty and students as well as staff. So we have really focused on improving the quality of our performance as an institution. I think that we are making some real strides in terms of that. And we've done it by deciding what's important. And so we just completed or approved a strategic plan that focuses on student success, being an institution of choice, not having students come simply because it's affordable and close to home, but because there are aspects of the university that speak to them and they want to come here for that. And athletics obviously is a part of being an institution of choice. So communicating the directions that we want to go in the future and having people buy in, I think are really some of the larger things I'm proud of, and we're making real good strides in accomplishing those things.
Well, UNCP is celebrating its 125th anniversary this year. What have been some highlights of the celebration, and what role has the community played in the celebration and also in the success of the university over the past 125 years?
Well, we've been trying to tell the story. People that may not be familiar with this university need to understand that the university was founded by American Indians to create public school teachers that would then teach local citizens, help educate them so that they could have an opportunity for a better life. They understood that education was a pathway to success. So we've been trying to reinforce that theme throughout this celebratory year. And so we've had a number of events around that. We had a session on reflections where people talked about the history, but then we had graduates from 1950s forward come back and talk about what it was like here at that point in time and what it's like today, and that was a special event. We had a major announcement on the actual founding day of the university, March 7th, 2012, I'm sorry. But we are starting a program for Southeastern American Indian Studies, which we hope will expand and become a school. And it's going to be a national program that will focus on curriculum and research and outreach. And we want this to be the place that people will come if they want to know anything about American Indians of the Southeast. And we think that that kind of solidifies that core element that started this institution. But obviously we've gotten much bigger, we're broader, we have students from 27 states, 18 countries, multiple races. We are the most diverse institution in the Southeast, easily, and we're proud of all those things. And then there's one event that I think has been a lot of fun, because we've been trying to incorporate regular events into the 125th celebration and homecoming. So we haven't had a homecoming parade in some time. So we decided to have a homecoming parade, and we had about 80 different entries, which surprised everybody. We had bands from all around, and lots of participants, not only from the student body, but from the local community, and it was a hoot. It started downtown and wound through the community, came onto campus, and then we, as you know, because you organized it, we had a celebration in the football stadium to kick off homecoming. So that was a lot of fun.
Well, good, good. Oftentimes, you're seen alongside the First Lady of UNCP, Sarah Carter. What role does she play in your success, both in your life and in your career?
Well, Sarah and I have to give you a little bit of background. We met the second day of college and started a romance that has lasted, I'm not going to give you all the years, but until today, and it'll certainly continue. So she's been my companion and partner throughout my adult life. So she plays a huge role in me personally. In terms of the university, she's a great partner. You see her around campus. She volunteers. She's on committees, whether it's a health committee or planning the 125th celebration or entertaining donors or friends of the university, but also getting to know students, going to athletic events, theatrical performances, and forming personal relationships with people. And frankly, people say she's my best asset. So when I'm screwing up, they always know that they've got a stable force with Sarah. And I may get away with a few things because of her. So she's a huge asset and has been my partner all this time and continues to be that person.
Well, she's always been awesome around me. I know every time I see her around, she always gives me a hug and asks how I'm doing. So it's great to see you guys around. But we're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking to Chancellor Carter. So stay tuned.
I thought it was my lungs.
I was having shortness of breath.
I had a great team of doctors.
Dr. Lowry, wonderful doctor. The only one, really, who has ever had my heart in his hand.
I don't think you got any better treatment in Duke than you got him.
I felt very safe.
I mean, I feel good. Got energy.
I go to the mall and walk 2 miles.
I come out victorious.
I love Southeastern, and of course, if it has something to do with their heart, this is where you get it.